Hello everyone, and welcome back to another installment of Crusader Kings Sparta. I am your host, Khundes. Where had we left off in the last episode? After a disastrous war for this little sad piece of island here, that left us with this wonderful debt of 237 gold. Sorry. Now, this would be a pretty bad thing. Except I don't foresee us needing money in the near future, so hopefully we'll just be able to let the money expire. It's gonna take a few years, but the debt should disappear. It does limit our ability to build more economic power in our own counties in the time being. Back to independent rounds, I much prefer that view. But that won't stop us from trying to do things to keep bettering ourselves in the meantime. Now, with that said, if I look at my council, apparently there's a guy missing. My marshal was busy in the previous wars walking around, and I'm gonna have him do something this time. Like researching some military technologies for Spartan supremacy. Now, I actually had been thinking about what I should do next. For the time being, I can't do an ambition, I'm improving my diplomacy, and I have a plot to fabricate a claim, and there we go. I can verify that I can have now an ambition and a plot at the same time. But I am wondering if I should keep this plot active, because I don't think I can find any support in time. And without support, the problem is that if I get discovered before I even have any support, I can just be shoved in jail for no reason by the guy I'm trying to usurp the duchy from. So I don't think I should keep this plot active, because I don't have the power to truly fight him. So I'm gonna cancel this plot for the time being, because I can't really do anything about it, about the situation anyway, and I don't have the money to bribe anyone to assist me in the short to middle term. Another thing I can do, however, that I've also been thinking about, if I remember correctly, in truth, independence should allow me to get independent from him, but still serve under the Byzantine Empire, which would then allow me to fabricate, well, to create a duchy here from this nicely acquired Napoli, and hopefully eventually to just take the Duchy of Achaia from him, so that I control the entire island on which Sparta is located. Because only Spartans can rule this island, and so I proclaim. So let's see, some of his armies here. He has 481 levy. This is full power. That's the Emperor himself. I got scared for a second. He's here. So if I look at here, he provides 820 troops, which means he has access to more troops than I do, because I can produce about 600. So before I can claim my independence, I still need more power. And as long as... what's the crown law at for the Byzantine Empire? The crown law is still medium. So I still can't really declare war to start nabbing, say, this little sad piece of land here. So, I believe I should keep looking at ways for me to expand myself that are fairly harmless. I'm fabricating a claim on Dukalja because, of course, Zeta belongs to me by rights. I mean, these papers will exist eventually, but that's how it's always been, right? Where else can I expand? Like, maybe with some holy warring. These are... what's their religion? These guys are Sunni. The Turks are mostly Sunni. They're a Sunni empire, so if I go after these guys, I'll most likely draw the ire of this gigantic piece of land, which is not a good idea. I could try to go for one of the pieces of Arab lands on Sicily, but I fear a repeat of this. You are a king with 853, so he's like a king with only one province. Is he at war? No, he's not at war with anyone. But he has a levy reinforcement rate of negative 200% that expires in 1 week. Not very helpful. And holy warring him does risk angering all of these guys. This is currently at war with the HRE. Things are difficult. Capua is owned by the guy who owns Genoa. How many soldiers can he muster? A piddly 354, really? His means are this slow? Huh, that could be interesting, if only I could be Duke of Napoli. Salerno is also Italian. Northern territories here are a bit too strong still. Well, since I have to wait for my loan to expire anyway, loan lost to Arabs, I should unpause. Well, the coffers are empty and I've already borrowed money from my friends. Perhaps it is time to approach the moneylenders. I could take out a loan. 25% interest. Don't quite like the idea, because it's not like I need the money right this instant. So usury is a sin! And we're stuck with lack of funds, which I believe will mean people will look down on us for a while. Another thing I can do now that I'm no longer at war, I haven't reigned for 10 years, but I would be able to do this. Who has a negative opinion of me and my vassals? -1 for this guy. He has -4 for raised levies though. This will definitely go away on its own. Oh, there it's beginning, what I've mentioned. What I feared. Holy civil war in the Byzantine Empire. This is a problem. Hopefully it'll reunify fast enough. That is not good. Now am I considered technically at war too? For purposes of changing my laws? Nope. Technically I would be able to change my succession laws. Great news! I can also change these. For the time being I shouldn't touch these. Fuel taxation. I don't have any noble vassals anyway, so that's kind of pointless. Harsh city taxes are already the best I can do to start chipping away at this dire situation. Hungary's in some kind of civil war too, it seems. What about Galindia? You're in jail? You're currently defending against the Galician Holy War for Mazovia. Where the hell is Mazovia? It's the Galician people. You hold Galinda. Oh, you're probably just participating in someone else's war. Huh, how many troops can he field? Currently 221 out of 700. Oh, he still has a big garrison though. But as strange as it sounds, I might be able to take this thing. They're all at war. But since they're all at war, it would be a pretty good timing. While the Gallic are busy fighting for... That's Mazovia. Oh, that's Mazovia. Is that Mazovia? Galician Holy War for Mazovia. So the Galicians... Or... Oh, it's probably because Mazovia is half of... Or... It's also... It's probably these two things. This means this war is about to end soon. What's the war score at? 81%. I do think I can have a war for Calindia if I hurry. The guy's in jail too, so he can't really do anything. I'll take this thing. It's worth a shot, especially while all of these other people are fighting wars with them anyway. So I'm gonna declare a holy war on this guy. Because Sparta wants northern reaches of Europe as well, which is Galindia. Now we will call all of the troops, summon all the men. I'm wondering if it wouldn't go faster by boat. Should we have more armies? Oh, we should, we just didn't. There we go. Our piddly 583 men. Oh, but because the Byzantine Empire is at war, probably shouldn't pass by a war zone, so I'm probably better off going with a boat. Here, raise the boats. Using the boats. Here we will raise all of the boats. Alright. Raise the speed. Get there faster. Person's being released from... Who's this guy? I don't even know. Why do I care then? Alright. Some guy was released from prison apparently. Let's go to Napoli. Go on the boat. Merge all of this. Merge all of these. We now have one passable army. Come to the Gulf of Danzig. Let's follow this boat's adventures. The Spartan men's adventures. Going out to alien lands. In the name of war! Antiochian League independence, so there's a faction that's declaring independence in the empire. This is not good. Not good at all. I'm even worried at this point that when it's gonna be 10 years that I reigned, if the Byzantine Empire is in shambles, Crown Authority could go to crap. Anyone offered him help? No. Can I offer him peace just because he's in jail? No. This war is considered indecisive. Who's this guy? My son. Why does my son hate me? He doesn't like Gavelkind succession? Well, understandable. He's my firstborn, and he hates me because I'm a kinslayer, because I slain my imaginary half-brother before the game started. I don't want to marry him, I want to educate him. He's my son, so I'll educate him myself. Come, son. I will teach you the beauty of Sparta. Alright, let's unpause this. Oh. Apparently we don't have enough men to go through the garrison. Yeah... That's kind of sad. Do we have another 48 men that we can raise? Is there anything we can do about this at all? Can't call an ally anymore. That's a problem. Perhaps. Maybe I can cheese him. Killed 2 of his men. We have Grand Prince Islav. I need more soldiers. Couldn't get past that. I guess that's another mistake I've done. That's the problem with these northern tribesmen. You can usually muster... No, usury is still a sin. I don't need your money. But yeah, the problem with these northern provinces... And I have a pregnant wife again. Yay! My loving wife will provide me with more problematic sons. Maybe. She has a strong claim on Dax, which is not really helpful. Create to the duchy. It's not really relevant. There's a lot of crap going on in here. A lot of really, really bad crap. Adrianopolis has 500 men sitting there. We started an unwitting war with a guy and I just lost my battle. Did someone join him in battle? Yeah, the Coronians. Well, I'm gonna dismiss you guys. No real point in having you guys there. I'd hoe him even more. I need another plan. I need troops and fast. But where? And how? I'm gonna have the force to get my own independence. And I'm gonna be even more in debt because of this situation. Well, it seems we're starting with a bit of debt. We'll figure something out. But for now, we really need to get our shit together here. The vassals are displeased. But they're all vassals of single baronies, so it's not such a problem right now. I have a truce with this guy. 2 of those are invasion forces. I need more men. I need allies. If she was older, could get her married for some alliance. Did she provide me with an alliance at all? I don't think so. Let's unpause this while we look at things. What is the count of Dax? Oh, I've just noticed something, however. His hair is my wife. Can I plot to assassinate this guy? Let's see about assassinating this guy. No one will support me. Of course, most people have moral qualms because I'm an Orthodox. Well, someone who may be willing, but mind you, the fact that I'm Orthodox will make it harder for me to find any form of support. Spymaster of Dax. Well, he's not someone who can shove me in jail, so I can leave that plot there for the time being. See if anything comes out of it. As if my wife can be in charge of Dax. Maybe I could at least have a piece of land here. Even if it's just a little county in France. Suddenly become Byzantine county. Mercia. I can muster not enough craftings. Oh, what's going on? Much better. So he can muster about as many men as I can, but oh, I have a daughter. Calc. As I was saying, I can muster about as many men as this guy. Unfortunately, he's in the middle of Spain. Just kind of problematic. This guy holds the Emirate of Mallorca. And somehow it also gives him 2 other things. This guy has too many troops for sure. Need to find small prey that I can grow on. It's not easy. This guy can suddenly muster 700 troops by himself. So ducal just suddenly became a bad idea. Growth is going to be very difficult. But I know growth opportunities exist. It's just a matter of looking for them. If I'm lucky, someone will holy ward this guy and kick his ass before I Oh, suddenly 545. Ah, if only I could wait until his garrison's depleted for whatever wars he's doing. I could snipe his castle. Usury is still a sin. I still have a way to get away with a war with this guy. Holy war for Prussia. Which part of Prussia is he declaring war on? Who's that? My second son. Who likes the Gavelkind succession and dislikes me for being Kinslayer. Alright, son. You will be educated by your dear father. Arsenios Spartan, I will teach you well, my son. But you will learn to hate me once I change the laws to seniority, as I want to. I've reigned for 10 years. So now, if I was at peace, I would be able to change my laws to seniority to give my oldest son full reign over these 3 counties of mine. This civil war is such a problem. The King of Georgia was also Orthodox. What about Kartli? Kartli I could beat in a straight up war. He's Persian and Sunni. These Persian Sunnis are probably dangerous to trifle with. Almania? Almania's Orthodox as well. Piece of Cumania is under a rebel. Korchev is... Oh, Rus has grown very large. And it's growing much larger. We will grow big too, I am sure. Ireland is way too far, though there's something undeniably interesting about these single counties just sitting there. Actually, as long as Ireland remains as divided as it is, perhaps I could try and snipe some Irish counties. Interesting. I think I'm gonna do that. Sympathicos, Batatses. Claim me some Irish counties. We should pick carefully which one we want. It should be one we'll be able to take. One with a small garrison, but one that is full of importance. Therefore, not Dublin. Dublin is probably going to be the biggest thing in the short run. short term. Mind you, I do realize Ireland is like really far in the middle of nowhere. Another thing I could do is Wales. Also feels kind of depressing that I'm looking at Ireland when it's the usual starting position that is recommended, but it looks like such easy pickings if I can fabricate claims over there. Mind you, it is very far and probably impractical. But at least there wouldn't be nonsense of large garrisons. Or holy warring neighbors. We may still be able to iron out a small empire in Ireland. What good will that do? Bring orthodoxy to the Irish. That sounds like a funny idea, actually. I think that's actually a better idea for the time being. Let's claim Connacht, which is the most troublesome duchy in here. Alright. Oh! Who's it? My daughter has contracted consumption. No! My daughter has tuberculosis. And she's a quick learner too. Wait. Oh, she has a guardian. My wife! My wife is teaching my daughter, which is now stuck with consumption. Don't die! Don't die, my dear daughter. I need you to forge an alliance with, I don't know, someone. Let's hope our daughter gets through this. Let's hope consumption doesn't eat our family away. I kind of need my family. Do Romanos of Anatolia. Why was he released? Did some more end while I wasn't looking? No, this guy just became an adult. The Emperor of the Byzantine Empire, or the Basilius, rather, finally reached adulthood. Currently unmarried. Probably too high for my daughters. Would have been a nice opportunity to stake a blood claim on the Empire. There wouldn't really be a blood claim, because it would be patrilineal, but maybe just an alliance with the Emperor himself. Let's keep looking. This is still too powerful as well. It's a shame about Galindia. It's such a powerful castle. Partly because of the warrior cult, I guess. It naturally has a crap ton of soldiers. Wish I could take it. Oh, wait! Someone's occupying it. The Galician prince. Oh. Well then. At least I won't lose the money from losing that war. Every time my son Damianos meets a stranger, he looks like he might faint. Lad is just a bit shy. I don't want shyness on my heir, who will become a king of the Spartans. Shyness can be cursed by the birch. Shyness is a terrible curse. I'll talk with him. 50% chance he gains gregarious. 40% chance he loses shy. 10% chance of no effect, which would be pretty bad. But mind you, 60% chance of no effect is also pretty bad. And shyness does not befit a Spartan heir. Pray the Lord, I'm way too kinslayery and lustful and hedonist to think such a solution would assist him. No, shyness is a terrible curse. I'll talk with him. And we saw no window, so well, he's not shy anymore. That's an improvement. If the Galicians can win this war faster. At least I won't be penalized for going to war with this guy. Right? It was inconclusive. But see, I can live with this result. It is not penalizing to me. And now, I can declare that my succession will be ruled by seniority. Which is normally not ideal because my son's children will not have priority over my other sons, who is currently outraged by succession law chains because suddenly he won't receive Mon Invasia. However, what does my current son think? Well, he's happy because it's no longer Gavelkind, so he gets all of the holdings. Hopefully he'll be able to change the law to primogeniture at some point. Let's see what happens. I'm invited to a feast by Achaia. I will travel to this feast and refuse all of your alcohol. Thank you for having us. Yay, feast. In reality, I'm just plotting a chance to attack him and gain independence. But first, I should probably take some pieces of Ireland. Felix's feast is over, and it's time to begin the long way home. Oh, he grew a beard during the feast. Look at that. The man became old and has now a mighty beard, one I should respect and awe. Will there be a feast next year? Hopefully, I want to see that beard again. Who knows, maybe it'll double in size. That was an intense beard. In the meantime, we have our succession by seniority, which solves our problems with the land splitting upon our now slightly old count. Currently have lack of funds, which makes my armies less effective. Sorry, soldiers. But one day we will attain glory. My son Arsenios was bitten by a snake. The brave little fool keeps seeking out danger. That's my lad. Bravery. I could brave his bravery to everyone. And someone would dislike me, but he would gain martial and some prestige. But, yeah, I think that's my lad. He is now a brave young son. And our money situation is looking a lot better. It's no longer negative 200 something. But usury is still a sin. Now, where else can we do while our claim is being fabricated on this distant land? While searching for a lost chalice, I came upon a band of rogues who robbed me. Hey! Well, I've lost money I didn't have. One of Dualexios' vassals have accused me of raping his daughter? What? The girl is lying! Dualexio decided to believe the girl's lies about me raping her and made me pay a huge fine. What? I have no money! What happened? I think he tried to take the money I didn't have. Apparently that didn't affect our situations. I'll send a letter to this guy even though he believes the lying girl over me. Problematic. Problematic. I need more power to get myself free from this guy. Ecumenical Patriarch Ioannes VIII has died and been succeeded by Ecumenical Patriarch Athanasios I. So there's a new... Well, since we're Orthodox, we don't have popes, we have Ecumenical Patriarchs. Which is a bit of a mouthful to pronounce compared to Pope. Who's this guy? One of my courtiers claimed he'd make a better steward. Current steward has... Current steward loves me. He can take the... He can take the appreciation hit. Now, provide me with money. I need more teats to overcome this. Well, negative 35. He wants to amass wealth. That would be a good idea if I had something to do with the wealth. Still looking at these. A garrison of 500. Sure. Maybe one of those Killian. No. Khundes. What's with these giant stacks of men? Seems the tribe's lands are much too dangerous. Small spider scare makes my son Damiano squeal. You should take after your brother. He's a brave son who attacks snakes. Remember, son, fear's the mind killer. I have taught him words of wisdom. I have taught him well. But he is not shy nor craven. That would have been awful. Just awful, and he's supposed to be my heir.